Hey, good day everyone. So now, let us talk about the taxation in the Philippines. So, what we're waiting for? Let's go! Wait guys, what is taxation? So guys, according to Collins Dictionary, taxation is the system by which a government takes money from people and spends it on things such as education, health, and defense. Since we all know what is the meaning of taxation, let us move on to the main topic of this video. First is, what are the tax policies of each administration?
The income of residents in Philippines is taxed progressively up to 32%. Resident citizens are taxed on all their net income derived from source within and without the Philippines. While for non-residents, whether an individual or not of the Philippines, is taxable only on income derived from source within the Philippines. Here's the other one question. What type of tax was imposed during the Spanish period here in the Philippines? Other forms of taxes from the Spanish era is the tributo, which was originally between 8 to 10 reales. Forced labor or polo y servicio was also a network for tax payment. Eventually, with the cedula, space replaced tributo with cedula, which allowed them to keep track of the people who could pay taxes. What are the tax law in the Philippines during 1987 Constitution? During the 1987 Philippine Constitution sets limitations on the exercise of the power to tax. The role of taxation shall be uniform and equitable. The Congress shall evolve a progressive system of taxation. And for the law, the basic source of Philippine tax law is the National International Revenue Law, which codifies all tax provisions, the latest of which is embodied in Republic Act No. 8424 or the Tax Reform Act of 1997. It amended previous National International Revenue Codes, which was approved on December 11, 1997. How about the treaties of taxation? The Philippines has entered into several tax treaties for the avoidance of double taxation and prevention of fiscal evasions with respect to income tax. And there are 31 Philippine tax treaties in force. The tax privileges and exemptions granted under treaties to which the Philippines is a signatory are recognized under Philippine tax law. Come on guys, let us do a research about the administrative materials of taxation. The Secretary of Finance, upon the recommendation of the Commissioner, promulgates needful rules and regulation for the effective enforcement of the provision of the Tax Code Section 244 and Tax Code of 1997. The Commissioner of International Revenue, however, has the exclusive and original power to interpret the provision of the tax code. But what are the local government tax law? The local government taxation in the Philippines is based on the constitutional grant of the power to tax to the local government. A local tax may be imposed as the Constitution grants to each local government unit the power to create its own sources of revenues and to levy taxes, fees, and charges which shall accrue to local government. Article 10, Section 5, with respect to national taxes. A local government unit shall have a just share as determined by law in the national taxes which shall be automatically released to them. Article 10, Section 6. However, certain taxes such as the following may not be imposed by local government units. Section 133, Local Government Code and Tax Law and Jurisprudence by Bitug and Acosta, Copyright 2000. Since we all know the process and advantages of taxation, so my only recommendation is First, we should stop the corruption. And number two, since our country are gaining a lot of taxes, so we should stop being dependent to our government just for the sake of our improvement of our countries. That's all guys. Thank you and I hope you learned a lot.